Welcome to the show, Mariah.
Thank you, ladies. What's up? How are you all doing?
Hi, we're good.
Hey, Mariah.
What do you think about this topic?
I first wanted to give my condolences to his wife. Like,
Right.
your husband is cheating on you with a 20-year-old, and she's obsessed with him to the point where she literally killed him and herself. Like, I mean, that is crazy. Like, so I just hope that...
Can you turn your radio down, Mariah? Mariah, can you turn your radio down? We can hear the feedback.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, like that's just crazy. And like that reminded me of I recently had a little girl and her father, we were dealing with each other on again, off again, and I just recently got to the point like, I'm tired of being disrespected. You're not gonna come here and go there. And I'm gonna put my hands on him, and I kept thinking it, but I kept saying no, that's stupid. Like if he beats you up, what you gonna do? And like one day I just snapped. I got tired of the lies. I'm like, you're not gonna keep lying to me in my face about stuff I know you lying about. You telling me you working, and I know you got fired. Like, it was too much, y'all. When I say I snapped and
how did you snap?
His hand and just jumped over the couch, like trying to choke him. And I've always thought that he would fight me, but he actually didn't. And I thank God for that. But that just really let me know that this. You know what, Mariah? This is not the person that you need to keep with. Because
Are you guys done? Are you guys done now? You're not together anymore?
No.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Well, thank you, Mariah. You know what? It seems like there are warning signs, a lot of
Yes,
times.
there
And
is. They just choose to ignore them.
Or it doesn't seem that bad.
Difficult. Yeah, it's difficult when you're in this situation. I think that definitely if you get to a point that you feel like you want to put your hands on somebody or you become, you want to verbally abuse someone, then that's a sign right there that you guys shouldn't continue. But it is difficult when you're in that situation because I've been there. It's hard to walk away sometimes.
Yeah, and it feels like to you, it doesn't feel, the outside looking in, it seems worse to your friends. Your friends see it, they're like, what are you doing? And you're like, no, you have a reason for it. You can ration out, well, no, he was mad at me because I did this, or you maybe take some of the blame.
Right.
Have anyone else have been in abusive relationships? We talked about this
before.
Yeah,
I mean, I have, yeah.
You have the Kool-Aid guy.
Yeah, Kool-Aid guy.
Never,
Laura?
not
None?
with me.
Shelly,
Baby daddy.
Baby daddy.
What's
my baby daddy.
What's the most violent thing he did to you?
Beat me up.
Like, elaborate on that. Like, did he put you in the hospital?
Oh, no. He's never put me in the hospital. I mean, first of all, I bruise easily, so I just had.
You just breathe on you, you bruise.
No, not that much, but.
Like, all right, well, I'll get the story then. I was dating a guy.
Talked about very often.
Well, yeah, I know, but this is something that we could probably help some people out there potentially. I was dating a guy, and the guy before him was a guy that I really loved in college, and he always knew that, like he was kind of like second place, kind of, you know what I mean, in my heart. But it was like in college, just dating, and he just got really, really obsessive, and he ended up putting his hands on me. I had bruised ribs. He threw me against a chair. A machete fell down. I was on the wall. It was like some artwork, and it got really, really ugly. I tried to escape out of this building, like 26 stories, and just trying to get away from him. And I really, really, really thought he was going to kill me. Like, people say, oh, we fought, whatever. I'm going to kill you. No, I really saw it in his eyes, the rage in his eyes. And later on I found out there was a history of mental illness in his family. And it's been many years now, and I still, actually, Lamont is good friends with him. That calls in. And he tells me that he has, he had mental problems, and he had been admitted to a hospital. He took a Greyhound bus out here one time to find me 8 years later.
Wow.
And he thought I was a vampire, and he was off his medications. And I'm thinking he was probably coming here to put a stake through my heart or something. He was really on some other shit. And I had no idea when I was dating him. Well, looking back, I thought I had no idea that there was some crazy.
But you did.
But his dad was a little bit off, and his mom was a little bit off.
There you go.
But I didn't think, oh, it runs in his family. I just thought, I don't know, they're just a little bit slow or whatever. But,
It's funny because when I was in that same situation, like, I waited until he fell asleep because I was that scared. But, I was angry, but I waited because he was, like, drunk when he came home. And that's when we had this big argument, and I found out about the chick.
Damn.
And I, like, waited for him to go to sleep. And waited.
And a turn to break out.
Yeah, and then took my daughter and bounced. And then had a cop go back with me the next day to get my shit.
Good for you.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that.
Ladies, go back with security. Go with a police officer, big brothers. Okay, we have a military guy, Staff Sergeant Bowright from overseas. Welcome to the show.
What's up, fine-ass Claudia Jordan?
Hey, I also want to say thank you for what you do for us. Being in the military, we definitely respect and appreciate our military, holding it down for the world, actually. So we appreciate you.
Well, thank you. But, I guess what everybody has failed to realize is that Steve McNair was a married man.
Right.
And the victims of this are his 4 sons. I mean, you look at it in the sense that once you say I do and you put that ring, dating is out the picture.
Right.
And I mean, you look at, here this guy is a millionaire. This girl was working at Dave & Buster's, and she's driving a 2007 Escalade. That's not one of those, we just gonna chill kind of present. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that what folks is failing to realize is that, when this dude started taking money out of the family to spend for her, apparently she felt that there was a bond there. If there wasn't no bond, then you know what? Instead of getting a 2007 Escalade, get her 1987. Johnny Mack would. But it's failing to realize is the fact that, you're talking about you didn't see the signs there. When you're married, there's no more signs. That's who you're supposed to be with. If you ain't doing shit, then you don't have to worry about shit. And the bad part about it is now you look at, regardless of what he's accomplished, he was a great athlete and all, now his kids have to live with the fact that our father died in the arms of another woman.
Right. It's very
Thank
tragic.
you so much. Very great, very good call, and very insightful. I was waiting to get around to this, and I'm glad he did. Everyone is, sympathies are going out to Stephen McNair and his family, but he is a married man, and he had to know that there had to be some risk involved, and that's why we're having the show tonight. Was the thrill, the rush of being with another woman worth it? Why not wait until you get a divorce if you're that unhappy in your relationship? Now you do have 4 sons and a wife. They got to go to this funeral and probably feel shameful,
right?
About the last memories of their father,
right?
And he kind of put everything at risk by choosing to deal with a woman on the side who may or may not have been, or who clearly was unstable. So we're going to talk more about this. Call in 877-2-106-106. We're talking about dangerous love triangles and when they go bad. Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We'll be back with more right after the break. Welcome back to the Claudia Jordan Trans Pigeons. We are talking about love triangles going bad. Is cheating worth the risk of being harmed or even killed? Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We want to hear from you. Tina, do you have some stuff to present to us here?
Yeah, I was thinking back on Shar Jackson and Kevin Federline and Britney Spears, and when that was going down, Shar was still pregnant, and she very much was with K-Fed, and he was dancing for Britney, and just something that simple could have taken a complete wrong turn.
Right.
She could, especially being pregnant, your hormones are raging. She really could have taken that the wrong way and been on some rebellious shit. And they were young, so it's it's easy for something like that to just go completely wrong. And then as well, there was Julia Roberts when she was dating Danny Moder. At that time,
he was married.
He was married. They met on the set of The Mexican. And again, it's like you take these risks because you think it's a thrill ride, but you never know how the other person is gonna react to it or anything. You're kind of going into a relationship with not just that person, but that person's person.
Right. And the feelings of betrayal
Yes.
and embarrassment.
Yes.
Those are really, really, really strong emotions.
Yes.
And mix a little alcohol or whatever, stress, you have other things going on in your life. You really have no idea what Pandora's box you are opening.
Marital homicide is 30% of violent crimes.
Yeah.
Really?
30%.
30%.
Of
They
violent
have that
crimes
show,
is
Snapped.
marital homicide.
You watch that show all the time, Shelly.
Not all the time, but I do watch it. She
Sure.
watches it all the time.
So tell us about some of the things that happen on the show.
There are great cases on that show of a woman in Texas, Clara Harris, who ran over her husband several times in the parking lot of the Hilton Hotel when she caught her husband coming out of the elevator with his mistress. Now, he had told her he was meeting her there, the mistress, to break it off with her.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. And it took a little too long. She went over there to see what was going on with daughter in tow, was enraged when the elevator doors opened and saw the both of them. They went out to the parking lot, had the argument. She got in her car while the daughter was in the car and ran him over several times.
How old was the daughter?
The daughter was I think 15 or 16 or something like that.
Now, the astronaut that drove across country with the diaper.
Yeah.
Was somebody cheating with that one, or was that
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
a cheating one too. Yeah,
That was a husband.
Yep, husband cheating on his
Cheating
wife
on
with
his
a
wife.
female astronaut.
and
goes to the
Novak. Is it
Like
Novak?
an astronaut that goes to the moon?
She astronaut that goes to the grocery store. Yeah, girl, the one that goes to the moon. Chick.
Shall I read a moment?
Yeah.
Yes, and she drove across country.
With
She
a
wore
diaper
a
on.
diaper because she didn't want to stop. She wanted to not to
900,
stop.
right? 900 miles she drove?
Yes.
So she got shitted on by the dude, but she didn't want to get shitted on literally.
She wasn't getting out the car to do number 102.
And she was going to kidnap and kill the woman. It just
She was on a mission.
It didn't work.
Not tomorrow.
Yeah, 'cause she got
Thankfully,
caught.
thankfully
She
for
got
her, because now she's just on attempted murder instead of murder.
Right.
But
Wait, how did she get caught?
yeah, I didn't get that to the bottom of the story.